Hello and welcome to Documint. In this video, I'm going to show you how to get images in from your attachments field into your document. So we've got just one record here, but we've got attachments in here. We've got 5 attachments. We're going to show you 2 ways to get one or more images into your documents using the variable method. So any attachment that's in your field, we can pull that through into your document for you. We're going to use the generation link method today. So we need a place to save back down our created document to. And of course, we need our generation link method, which Documint helps us create. And if you need to know how to do that, we have a separate video, which I'll put a link in the description. So let's hop over to Documint. And we're going to start from scratch here. I'll show you the 2 methods of how to do it. So we've got a blank page here, and we're just going to show you the functionality first. So we drag in a section. We're just going to have one image here. And we're going to drag in an image like so. And we need to, because this will be a variable image, we need to tell Documint where the image lives. We do that in the same way we do with all variables. We refer to the field name within our Airtable. So in this case, our field name is called image. And we want to just show one image in this particular case. So to do that, we do our curly brackets. Image is the name of the field. Your field will be called whatever you choose to. And then we place .0.URL. Those are brackets. When we add that image, we can double click it and we'll get a placeholder in here. So now we can adjust the sizing if we want to. Let's keep it as 100% for now, but we can change it to whatever we'd like to. Maybe we want to put it in the middle. That's fine. You can add your own design and style from here. And we can see what that gets us. So just to bear in mind, one more thing to note is that this 0 here is a signifier of the position of the image. So the way Airtable stores its attachments, 0 is actually the first position. So if you had many images in there and you always wanted the first image, then you could just put 0. If you had one image in there, then there would only be one, so it would be 0. But if you always wanted to show the second image, for example, you could just replace this 0 for 1, and so on and so forth. But let's give this a try. We'll go back to our Airtable, and what we should see here, what we should see here is this image come through, because that's the first position. So let's just click our link. And there we go. So we've got our cloud image here because it was in the first position, and we're ready to go. So now let's try something else. Now let's show all of the images. We want to see everything that we've got in there, and we want to loop through those. So we can go back to our designer, we grab a section, drop that in. We only need one column this time. We grab our image field, and then we need to add a path. Now this is slightly different because we're going to loop through this section, which I'll show you in a moment. But the way Airtable stores its data, this URL signifier at the end is the property of the field where the image is held. So when you're looping through, you just need to use the term URL like this, and your image. We've got our placeholder, we can put that in the middle. Now we need to do one more thing in this case. So you can see the variables are coming up here. This is our first one. And at the moment, we've just got URL. So we need now to tell this whole section to loop through. We do that by highlighting the section, going to Edit Logic, Repeat Loop, and all we do is tell it the name of the field we want to loop through, which is called image. Save that down, and now you should see this changes. Yeah, so what's happening here is basically this is doing the same thing. So the first image, we're saying just get one image from here in the first position. But here we're saying go to this field and loop through every single image that you find, because it stores the attachments as an array or a list of information, and we're going to loop through every single one that we find in there. So let's give this a try now. Oh, let's do one more thing. In our section here, we want to go down to layout and check on avoid page break inside. Click that to yes, and that will stop it breaking on the page in a weird way. So now we should be set. Let's bring this one back up, and let's click our button. Here we go. So we've got the first image that we had from our original position, the very, very first one, and then everything down is looping through all of the other items. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And they're all bringing in nice and neatly on the format that we decide within our document. So this was our original one, just one image in the first position, and this is showing everything, all of the looped images within your attachment section. So I hope that was helpful. Please let us know if you have any questions at all, and thanks so much for trying Documint.